Hey everybody! So today I'm going to be doing a bullet journal look through. First of all, really quick, I promise. What is a bullet journal? A bullet journal is basically like a do-it-yourself planner. It's like a creative outlet for a lot of people. It's a stress reliever and it's a hobby. I started bullet journaling because I found the community on Tumblr and I loved the way that it was. I loved being able to create something of your own that you can use every day that helps keep you in line, and it's really helped me be more productive and be more successful in my endeavors. So if that interests you, then keep on watching. This is my bullet journal. It's a little bit less traditional than a normal bullet journal. Normal bullet journals usually have like dotted pages and they're usually from a certain brand, but this is a lined journal and it is definitely not from that brand. This is from the brand Piccadilly, which is kind of like Moleskine, if you've heard of that brand of notebooks, except it's cheaper. Which I'm okay with because Moleskines are way too expensive, let me tell you. But yeah, this is my bullet journal. It's a Piccadilly lined notebook. I got it for $5 at Barnes & Noble on a clearance sale. And on the front here I put 2017 because I'm using this for the whole year of 2017, and then I like to get a new one every year because that's just how I function. It helps me like refresh my mind and everything. But yeah, I just drew this on a little index card, wrote 2017, outlined it, and then I put a little succulent sticker, a little sheep sticker, and a little puffy cat sticker. And then on the side, these just track all of the months, so if I need to turn back to something, I know where to go. On the inside cover, I just have some colorful washi, and then I have a thing that just has my name on it, so if I ever lose it, which I don't think I will, they'll know who to give it to. So this is one of the other pieces of a bullet journal. It is the key, and it basically just tells what's what when you have like a weekly spread or something. So I don't color code. A lot of people color code. Can't do it. It stresses me out. It stresses me out. It does, I promise. So right here I just have to show what I've done, to show what I'm halfway done with or partially done with, to show what I'm putting off, what I haven't done, and what an event is. On this next page I just have my yearly spread, and it's stressing me out a little bit that we're already halfway through 2017. Like, it's just stressing me out a little bit. Like, it's going so fast. It's nuts. I'm sure some of y'all are with me. Someone's gotta be with me. The next pages that I just have my New Year's resolutions, and it has helped me a lot to write that down because it's held me accountable for my New Year's resolutions for the most part. Yeah, it has. And I recommend that if you start a bullet journal or if you want to keep track of things. Use that. Keeping track of your New Year's resolutions or whatever helps you stay accountable, really. And then the page next to that is just a quote. It just is, she believed she could, so she did. One of my favorite quotes. And the next page is a books read 2017 list. I really like having this in here because my goal for the year is to read 10 books, which does seem like not a lot, but with my life and how crazy my life is, how busy I am, and the size of books that I usually read, it's reasonable for me, trust me. And then the next spread is a level 10 life spread. If you haven't heard of this, I hadn't heard of it until I was a part of the planning community. It's basically like another one of those like keep yourself accountable things. What you do is you just pick 10 attributes, 10 pieces of your life that you want to improve upon during the year or just during any period of time. And then you color code them, you draw this box, and then you just try to fill up every single little triangle or every single little piece of your box. And then once it's all full, you can start a new one. But it's just a really great way to show self-improvement. And you don't even have to pick 10. You can pick 5 if you want to. You can pick 1 and just have one big bar. But what I've chosen to do is do 10 different things and try to improve on them a little bit at a time. And it's really been helpful. It really has. I highly recommend that spread, even though I always forget that I have it. Whatever. So the next thing in my journal is my first monthly spread. This is my January spread. It's very red. It's very bright. it looks kind of like I have a color code here, but I really don't. I'll move it in. The black is just like school stuff. I think that's what I did. Yeah, the black is school stuff and also like important events and everything. Red is for like school classes, that kind of stuff. And then the green is pit orchestra rehearsals. So I do that sometimes with monthly spreads. I color code, but yep, I like this spread. It's pretty cute. The next couple pages are, I have a doodle page, which is very nice to have. I have a couple of those throughout this journal, in case I get bored in class or whatever. And then the next thing is my high school course guide, which has been very helpful in keeping track of making sure I'm on track for graduating and just making sure I have everything that I need to have to graduate, which is necessary. This is my first weekly spread, and you will notice that these have changed a lot throughout my journal. This is my first one. I used to put like the whole calendar for the month up here, and I put like quotes here, and I put a big blue thing right here. And I had my weekly overview up here, and then every single day had like a huge space and everything. You'll see how that changes throughout. The next couple pages are very tracker-y. That's not even a word. That's not a word. Anyway, this is my sleep tracker for the month of January. As you can see, I completely filled it up. And it was just interesting to see how much I slept on different parts of the week. Generally, the trend was during the school week I slept less than I did on the weekends, which makes sense. And then the thing next to it is my practice log for when I was preparing for solo and ensemble. I took on 2 solos this year, one on my violin and one on my marimba. And I wanted to ensure that I did the best that I could. So I just wanted to track how much I practiced on every single day, and my goal was to practice every day. Didn't happen, but I tried, and you know, it went really well. It went well. This page is completely unnecessary. It's my class difficulty rating. I found this post on Tumblr, and I thought it would be interesting to do this like rating thing, like if the class is easy, it's a +1, medium +2, hard +3. It's a math course +2, science +2. If you struggle with it generally, it's +3, AP +3, and it just shows you what classes you need to study for more. I already knew which ones I needed to study for. I just thought I'd try it. And, you know, it's a cute spread, I guess. And then the one next to it is just books to read. These are all the books that I want to read. The next page, I tried doing what a lot of bullet journalers do, and that is they just do every day as its own, and it did not work for me at all. I can't handle not having like a future to look forward to in case I need to write things down, and not everything fits on the monthly spread. That's just how it works for me. So like I couldn't do that. I tried it for 2 days and I couldn't do it. So I reverted back to weeklies. The only way I could do that is if I just wrote every day as its own page, and then I could, you know, but that's just, I don't have enough time for that in my life, so I stopped doing that. And then the next page is just some banner and border ideas for titles. This is the next weekly spread. It's a very colorful, happy spread. I really like it. Alright, this is a weekend spread, which is something I do a lot during the school year. A lot of times I have to save a lot of homework and project things for the weekend because during the week and after school, I'm just so smashed and slammed with homework and after school activities that I can't like work ahead. So I make a lot of weekend spreads, whether that's in here or whether it's on different to-do lists. I do that a lot. And then this next page is a GPA calculation page, and I highly recommend this because it helps you to know where you stand. If your school releases how to calculate your GPA based on how your classes are weighted and how everything is weighted, I highly recommend trying to figure out how to calculate your own GPA because it gives you an approximate of how you're doing. And it is very helpful. I will let you know that. Another weekly, and I think there's a couple in a row, so I'll just skip through that. February. This is my February monthly spread. It's purple themed, and yeah, it's a boring spread, so I won't take up too much time. And then this is my February sleep tracker, and this was the point where I stopped doing monthly sleep trackers because I kept forgetting about it, and then I kept having to think back, like, okay, what did I do that night that made me, and when did I have to get up the next morning, and no, it just didn't work. I did it for half of the month, and then I gave up. And I decided that it would be better to do it a different way, which I'll show you in a little bit. This is another weekly spread, and as you can see, I changed the way I formatted this. I put my weekly over here, what week it was, and the days of the week up there, and then I put a big quote. And yeah, this is a packing list for my trip to Florida that I took with my band. Packing lists are very good to put in here because you know they're going to be in this book. It's better than putting them in a random notebook because then you will lose it. You will forget which notebook you put it in. So if you have everything in one notebook, it makes your life a lot easier. Another GPA calculation page because I filled up the other one. More weekly spreads, March. I do like this one because it's mint themed. As you can probably notice that almost all of my monthly spreads are a mess, and that is because plans change all the time in my life, and I always have to add things, and I have to cross things out, and I have to move things because I put them on the wrong day, and it's a lot. My life is a lot. The next page is just a font that I really liked, so I put it in here, and then this is when I tried to do a word of the month, because March was a really crazy month, so I did the word focus. Never did that again because it didn't seem to help me that much. This is another weekly, and I wanted to show you this one because this was the point in which I added a sleep tracker on the bottom of my weekly spreads. Oh, and on this one, I moved it over here to this big vertical one, and I don't really like that because it takes up a lot of space. This was another point where I changed it. I put the day here, and then I put weekly under it, sleep tracker here. Spring break plans. I just made a cute little spread for that, just so I could, keep myself accountable over spring break and not just be a lazy bum. And then this is just a schedule for a testing week that we have at my school. The schedule is different every single day, so it's helpful to have that in there. April, this is a very colorful spread. I color-coded this month. Blue looks like obligations for volunteering in pit orchestra. I put meetings and appointments in green, and I put, what else did I do? Oh, I put testing in pink, and I put orange as meetings for another extracurricular. Another doodle page. Fun. Another weekly spread. It looks the same. This is the point where I changed how I did my weekly spreads again in April. And I've kept them this way ever since, just so you know. I put all of the days of the week on the side in like little bannery things. And I've really liked how this has worked out for me because it's very open. It's not like you have this much space for this day and this much, and then blah. This is good. And then I put my weekly and my sleep tracker in these little boxes. And then I just doodled everywhere else and took up space. I hate this spread. It's my April goals spread, but I did it for a post on my studygram, which is at helenastudiesss with 3 S's, if you want to check it out. Putting goal pages in your bullet journal is always a good idea because it's another way to keep you accountable, and you always know where it is. Oh, the lighting. Oh no. Hello? Oh no. What happened? Is that, hello? There we go. That's okay. That's a little better. It's really not. It's just not. That's okay. Okay. Sorry. Next, I have the 2 weeks of testing that go with that schedule that I showed you earlier. I did a different spread for every day because every day had a different schedule. So I just did one day, and I did this all ahead of time. And that's the end. Weekly spread. We're back in business. May. This is a more empty spread, but it's still, it still happened. I just labeled meetings and different due dates and exams and everything. This was my list for what I had to pack for when I went to Japan a couple weeks ago, which was amazing, by the way. Everyone should visit Japan sometime in their life. This is one of my fave pages in my bullet journal. It's where I messed up on, I think I wrote April instead of May on the title for a weekly. Great. This is a very simplistic bullet journal spread, and the only reason I wanted to show you this is because I wrote here my weekly overview and I wrote due dates, and that is something I implemented for the last couple weeks of school. I think I had it in some of my April ones too. Yep, due dates. Didn't even talk about that. Oops. Alright, where was I? Alright, another weekly spread. I put a school countdown there this time because I didn't have many due dates. And then at this point, I was in the last week of school, the last couple of days of school, where I had one exam and then I was done. So I only put a weekly overview instead of due dates because I had no due dates. June spread is very empty. It's so empty, but the title is cute. So I can vibe. I just wrote down, when I was in Japan, and then grad parties, and just dentist appointments, and things I need to remember, rehearsals, etc. And then this was the point where I put my summer goals spread in. I'll read you some of these. How does that sound? Have an amazing time in Japan. Prepare for the SAT. Read some books. Practice 3 to 4 times a week. Get into the good band at music camp. Work on college applications. Scholarships? ? Learn some Japanese and go swimming. I have a lot of goals, kids. Alright, let's see if I can do this. This is my Japan spread where I put in a bunch of souvenirs from when I went to Japan. There's some Polaroids, there's some tickets, there's some Pokemon washi tape, there's some little Shiba Inu stickers, and my boarding passes from the planes. Fun times. This is just a little thing about scholarships that I am eligible to apply for, just so I have them all in one spot. In the summer, I don't like to do a lot of weekly spreads, so I just did one daily spread on this day, and the title is literally so ugly. That's so ugly, but the rest of it's cute, so. And then these are some swatches of pens. That was a fun time to make. And then this is my 6 months ahead spread that I made the other day. It's very colorful and pretty. It basically just has all of the events in the coming 6 months that I know about right now. This is my school supply list, so I just mapped out everything that I need to get for school. This is just a little Hello Summer thing that I drew in here just to be cute. Packing lists for vacation and for music camp. And a weekly spread, really love it. I did little roses under the days of the week. This was for last week. And then my July spread, which is also pretty empty, but it's not as empty as the other one. And I actually bothered to color code this one. And I think that's it. That's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed seeing what I do in my bullet journal. And if you want more of this, let me know, because I love filming these. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.